like you. Be strong to hold the powers of the sun. To dream, believe in strength. Now I'm the only one.
Hello everyone, welcome back to Na Diorpop. Today, we're diving into a moment that may have seemed simple at first glance, but for those who truly pay attention, it carried a depth that's hard to ignore. When BTS appeared on the Bru Show, fans expected laughter, fun, and the usual chaotic charm of 7 members who know each other inside out. And yes, we got all of that, but we also got something more. Because hidden between the jokes, the smiles, and the playful teasing were quiet moments that spoke louder than words. And at the center of it all were Park Jimin and Jeon Jungkook. Moments that weren't scripted. Glances that lingered just a little longer. Reactions that felt just a little more personal. So today, let's take a closer look at what really happened, and why this appearance left so many ARMY feeling something deeper than just entertainment. Moments shared by BTS have always had a way of capturing attention, but there are certain instances that feel deeper, more personal, more intimate, and almost too real to be dismissed as just ordinary interactions. One of those unforgettable moments happened during their appearance on the Bru Show, where the chemistry between the members, especially between Park Jimin and Jeon Jungkook, felt so natural and warm that it left fans talking long after the show ended. From the very beginning, BTS brought a different kind of energy to the show. They weren't just idols promoting something, they were relaxed, playful, and completely themselves. Their laughter came easily, their reactions were genuine, and their comfort with one another created an atmosphere that felt more like a group of close friends than global superstars under bright studio lights. But beyond the group dynamic, it was the subtle, almost unnoticeable details that truly stood out, especially between Jimin and Jungkook. These weren't grand gestures or scripted moments. Instead, they were quiet, fleeting interactions that carried a surprising emotional weight. At one point, when the host asked a casual question, Jungkook instinctively turned his head toward Jimin before answering. It wasn't just a quick glance, it was a soft, lingering look, as if he was seeking reassurance or simply grounding himself in Jimin's presence. That small pause, that silent exchange, was enough to make the moment feel deeply intimate. Jimin, on the other hand, mirrored that same energy in his own way. As Jungkook spoke, Jimin watched him with full attention, his expression soft and warm. His smile didn't feel like the polite kind often seen on television. It felt real, almost affectionate. There were even moments when Jimin subtly leaned closer to Jungkook, a natural movement that seemed to happen without thought, yet carried undeniable meaning. What made these interactions feel romantic to many fans wasn't anything overt, it was the consistency of care in the smallest gestures. Jungkook absent-mindedly fixing something near Jimin, Jimin laughing just a little harder at Jungkook's jokes, the way their eyes seemed to find each other even in a room full of people, these were the details that stood out. The presence of the other members, Kim Taehyung, Kim Seokjin, Min Yoongi, Young Hoseok, and Kim Namjoon, only added to the warmth of the moment. Their playful teasing, shared laughter, and easy camaraderie highlighted just how close they all are. Yet even within that lively group dynamic, Jimin and Jungkook seemed to share a quiet space of their own, something subtle, yet undeniably present. One particularly touching moment came when the group burst into laughter over a joke. In the middle of it all, Jungkook gently tapped Jimin's arm, almost as if he wanted to share that exact second with him. Jimin responded with a soft look, one that didn't need words to be understood. It was brief, almost easy to miss, but it carried a kind of warmth that lingered. For some, these moments might simply reflect a strong friendship built over years of living and growing together. But for fans who have followed their journey closely, it feels like something deeper, a connection shaped by time, trust, and countless shared experiences. What made their appearance on the Bru Show so special was its authenticity. In a setting that could have easily felt structured or rehearsed, BTS brought something real. And within that authenticity, the bond between Jimin and Jungkook stood out in the most natural way. Perhaps the most emotional part is knowing that these moments weren't staged. They happened spontaneously, in seconds, yet left a lasting impression. That's why fans continue to revisit clips from the show, hoping to catch every small detail they might have missed the first time. In the end, what we saw on the Bru Show wasn't just entertainment, it was a glimpse into a relationship that has grown quietly and steadily over the years. Jimin and Jungkook showed that true closeness doesn't always need to be expressed through grand words or actions. Sometimes, it's found in a glance, a smile, or a gentle touch. And maybe that's what makes their connection so special to so many people. It's not about trying to look romantic, it's about not having to try at all. There is a natural warmth between them, something that can't be forced or replicated. That moment on the Bru Show has become one of those memories fans hold on to, not because it was dramatic, but because it was sincere. Because in the middle of the spotlight, surrounded by cameras and expectations, two people still managed to simply be there for each other, in the most genuine way possible. As the episode came to an end, what stayed with fans wasn't just the laughter or the playful energy, it was the feeling. That quiet, lingering warmth that came from watching BTS simply being themselves. Because in the middle of all the noise, all the cameras, and all the expectations, there were moments that felt untouched, real in a way that can't be scripted. Especially between Park Jimin and Jeon Jungkook. It wasn't about grand gestures or obvious displays. It was in the smallest things, the way their eyes naturally found each other, the way they reacted without thinking, the comfort that seemed to exist effortlessly between them. The kind of connection that doesn't need to be explained, because you can feel it even through a screen. And maybe that's why this moment continues to stay with so many people. Because what we saw wasn't just two idols sharing screen time, it was two individuals who, after years of growing together, still managed to create a space where they can just exist side by side, without pressure, without pretense. A quiet kind of closeness. A soft kind of understanding. Something subtle, yet undeniably powerful. In the end, the Bru Show didn't just give us another BTS appearance. It gave us a glimpse into something deeper. A reminder that sometimes the most meaningful connections aren't the ones loudly expressed, but the ones gently lived in between the moments. And for many ARMY, that's exactly what made it unforgettable.